Goodness. Alright. Okay, so we're back. Sorry. We got disconnected. Oh wait, no, not that. Hotdog.
I'm glad we seem to be a step ahead of the poachers. It is a little strange we haven't heard anything from them. If we're lucky, they're still poring over Gran's research. There was a fair amount. We, on the other hand, had Doran to guide us. Even if the poachers do somehow stumble upon this place, we shall be long gone.
Okay, wait. Settings. Okay, let's continue from the very beginning.
What in Merlin's name?
Yeah,
Godric's
we
heart.
disconnected at this part
Where are
where
we?
we saw the cute
I don't
goblin.
believe it.
Sorry, our net was
Hello?
unstable a while ago.
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Wait a minute here. Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then.
Stay close.
After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
Alright, I think it's time to turn off my fan because it's getting cold now.
How many vaults are there in Green?
Okay, so
Hundreds.
we're told
In
to
fact,
look around.
you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number
Yeah,
12.
if ever given
As we
the chance, I
speak,
will
we're just
never
beneath the
ride
main
something
lobby.
like this
The
because
vault
it
you see now are the
resembles
newest.
roller
Are
coaster
private
ride, and
entrances
I
to the
will
bank common at
never
Gringotts?
dare
They are
ride
most
a roller
uncommon.
coaster.
Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Nung na-DC ako kanina, na-DC agad yung stream. Hanggang saan?
Vault 12. Momentous
Tapos
day.
nag-stop na there. Hindi narinig yung outburst ko. Nag-outburst ako kanina eh. Nainis kasi ako.
The armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
If I'm not mistaken, there's another treasure that
Here
we
we
can
are.
get here.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
Yeah, this is the second treasure. I was about to get the treasure.
Vault 12.
Oh no.
Thank
Ang
you
lakas.
for your help.
Oo, tayo din nang gagaling. Oo, sakit sa tenga mo. Hindi ko pa naririnig yung audio ng stream. Nagwi-wish ka pa? Amazing.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
Oh, alright.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Alright.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Alright, let's go.
Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor. Revelio.
Okay.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
Okay.
Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Lumos,
Well done.
now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Look out!
Alright. Uy!
Protego!
Accio! Descendo! Levioso! Deposo! Deposo! Levioso! Stupid one! Confringo! Exposo!
Protego!
Descendo! Defendo! Exposo! Levioso! Stupid one! Confringo! Deposo! Stupid one! Confringo! Levioso! Exposo! Levioso! Stupid one! Deposo! Descendo! Stupid one! Deposo!
Stupefy.
Confringo! Luma! Stay close!
Okay, sorry. Why you angry?
Lumos. Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you?
Professor?
This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? Ah,
There.
that's where then. What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Ah, okay. Yeah, if I remember correctly, we have to lead them in the middle, but we
Revelio.
have to cast
Suppose I'm on my own
first.
this time.
Okay, and then they have to meet in the middle.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Okay, fight. Let's go. Are there more?
Protego! Stupid! Stupid! Protego! Stupid one! Lumos.
Alright.
Revelio.
Oh, okay. No treasure here. Where? It's over there. Okay. Huh. When I played the game for the first time, I did not get the treasure chests here. Okay, I think there are none, so let's further investigate the pensive right here. And yes, our character looking so cute.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they had the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have it.
Aww. Poor goblin.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
deserve it.
Find no way out.
Oh! Are
Alright.
you all right?
I think from this
Fine,
point
sir.
on, we're going to
I've never seen
Hogwarts
so
already,
powerful
and
a
then we'll be
goblin.
choosing our
He seemed
houses.
wholly
So,
unaffected by my magic.
I want you guys to decide which
Where
house
are we?
will our character be in. Our
It
first
can't
save
be.
file, we've already tried
It seems
Ravenclaw.
those who set up the pensive,
Let's try
the
something
locket,
different for this
and the
character.
path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here.
Good evening. Thank you so much for dropping
Come.
by this stream. How are
We
you
have a
guys?
sorting ceremony to get to.
You're just in time. We just started a new game. And we're now in Hogwarts. Alright. Let's start.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Okay, let's get ourselves sorted. Let's choose, guys, which house will be our character in.
Phineas,
Hiya!
Nigellus.
Welcome to the
Black.
stream. How are you, Kino?
Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Thanks for dropping
Fig.
by.
Nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
Do
It seems
follow
the
if you
goblin
guys
head
haven't
now.
followed yet.
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're
We
lucky,
need
we
5
might
more
still be able to get you
followers to be
sorted this
affiliated.
evening.
We need 50 in total, and I'm at around 45.
I'll be in touch.
So if you haven't followed yet, it would be nice if you could follow, guys. Thanks in advance. Alright, so let's choose together. Which house would he be in?
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
So our
Welcome.
character's name
You're
is
just in
Mangdu and
time.
he's Asian.
Have a seat.
So let's sort. I would like you guys to answer. Maybe the most answered, most chosen answer for him, I would be
Yes, a bit
choosing
older
that.
than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Okay, so you guys, first or second, Like he can't wait to start classes or he can't wait to explore. Maybe you can just put one or two in the stream chat which you prefer for the character. How do you see him doing or preferring? Would he prefer to start directly with his classes? Or would you prefer him to think about exploration as soon as possible? We've already tried Ravenclaw, so let's try something different too. Alright, so most of you guys, Yasu and then Kami, wanted something different. So two, courage, explore. Yeah, alright. So we have 3 votes so far. And also, I think the same.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the
Okay,
world beyond
let's
Castle and
explore.
Grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit. But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder. I detect something in you.
He speaks so slow,
A
like
certain sense
he's
of...
speaking in riddles.
What is it?
Okay, choose guys. We have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just type 1 to 4. So we have daring, curiosity, loyalty, and then ambition. So our first choice is actually leaning more to Gryffindor since we chose exploration and then courage. So how about for the second one? Ah, daring. Alright, how about the others? Thanks for that, Yasu. The others 4. Okay, let's have... number 4, if I'm not mistaken, is leaning on to Slytherin. Okay, we shall follow the one with the most votes. So we have 1 for daring, we have 1 for ambition. How about the others? For curiosity, that's leaning with Ravenclaw. And then loyalty would be Hufflepuff. So just while waiting for the others to choose which house they would prefer our character to be in, I would like to share my experience with Ravenclaw. Actually, the Ravenclaw experience in my first save file is not actually that much memorable, especially with their house itself. It doesn't have a very, what do you call that? Striking entrance compared to the other houses because I've seen spoils of it in Facebook and in YouTube. So let's try something else other than Ravenclaw. Let's try number 2. So we have 1, we have 4. Okay, if no one's going to vote so far, yeah, they are the vanilla. But ironically, even when I take even when I take, what do you call that? The quizzes for the personality test or something, and then when I take the quizzes, I'm sorted under Ravenclaw, as always. Okay, so we have number 2 or Slytherin. So if we're leaning more to Slytherin, we have actually 2 more votes on Slytherin, like from Kino and then from Kami. They vote for this one. If you're leaning more to Slytherin. Okay, so if there's no more people going to vote for this one, then let's go with ambition. I
Is
would
it
also like to
ambition?
do
I may
a
seem
different house, a
single-minded, but
different
it is
path. Let's
important
try
to go
that.
after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for
Yeah, I think we're in
power.
Slytherin now.
Perhaps
Yeah.
you belong in Slytherin.
All right, let's accept this. We go to Slytherin.
You belong in Slytherin!
Road to Azkaban. Yes, we shall try. But I wonder if I have the heart to choose, the bad choices in this game or the mean choices.
Oh,
Our
and one
character
more
looks
thing.
too
Due to the
cute
unfortunate
or
injury on
too
the pitch in
kind
last
to
spring's
be
final, this
in
year's Quidditch
Slytherin.
season
Like,
has been
um,
cancelled.
yeah, they're actually very badass. Actually, some of the powerful
Enough! It's
mages,
not as though I've
witches
banned
and
flying
wizards are found in
altogether,
Slytherin.
but don't tempt me.
I remember
You are
the
here to
meme.
focus on your
Our main
academic
character
futures.
reminds us
I'm
the
sure you will
meme,
have plenty to do
looks
before
like a
classes
cinnamon
begin
roll,
tomorrow.
but could kill you.
I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Yeah,
Quite an entry.
looks like a cinnamon roll,
lovely
but
to
could
meet
kill
you.
you.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying,
The most
I'm
boring
Professor
common
Weasley.
room
Pleased
I've
to
heard
meet
so
you.
far is
Nice to
Ravenclaw,
meet you
so
as well,
I'm
Professor.
excited to
as deputy headmistress,
see
it is my
Slytherin's
distinct honor to show you to
common
your
room.
common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year.
Ah?
It may be a bit
Wait lang,
of a
di kita marinig,
challenge,
mas naririnig ko yung
but one I'm
Queen.
sure
Ang
you're
ingay eh.
up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I
Oh,
suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password.
wala.
Aspiration.
First talaga for Ravenclaw. Boring na
Very
ng
well.
entrance.
Aspiration.
O, diba? Looks like a cinnamon roll, but could kill you.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
What joke is that? Water? Is it water, Yasu?
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Wait,
Revelio.
get something from here. Not. Alrighty, so there's nothing here. Oops, I thought that's the door. Then 80p. Okay. Did we also get treasure from other people's rooms? No.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Harry Pippin certainly stayed
Revelio.
So this is the common room.
you find in London.
Wait, let's see.
Did you see the way that this wall stood at the end of the sorting ceremony last night?
Can't imagine starting like this.
Already knew that. Can I help you? Oh, you're the new fifth year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was exciting.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Nice to meet you.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
I was hoping for a character like Draco Malfoy.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Salve, what's up? How are you?
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd
I'm
had your
close
help.
to what?
Precisely.
Close to
Perhaps
where?
one of these days
What
I'll
do you
show you a
mean?
thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Oh, you mean the followers? Do you fly a lot?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Ooh. You seem to know a lot about wizard
Are you a
chess.
keen wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really.
How are
Much
you
too
this
sedate a
evening,
pastime for me.
Salvons?
Also, it's
I
simply
hope
not
you
that
took
challenging. The
dinner
moves are always
tonight?
so obvious. Why does no one else
If I'm
see
not
it?
mistaken, we have the same time in Singapore, right?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Oh, I see, I see. Thank you so much for the help, Salvons. Really appreciate it.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids
Have
find
you
us
tried
that
playing
interesting.
this game, Salvons? Hogwarts Legacy?
Based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new fifth year.
Ah,
I'm
I know the feeling. I also
Ominous
have acid
Gaunt.
reflux.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly
A
had a
while ago,
memorable
actually,
arrival.
was craving for pancit canton, but knowing that it will further trigger my acid reflux, I did not take it.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
The characters here in Slytherin are way kinder than how we usually perceived them to be.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though.
Ah,
Been
thanks so
known to keep
much.
some first years on the lookout
I
for
think
hours.
I'm almost going to have a migraine, but not that painful to the point that I
Were
would
you
get a
expecting
migraine.
to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly.
It's
My family
adventure.
on my
If you're
father's
familiar
side are
with
direct
Harry
descendants
Potter,
of Salazar
that's the
Slytherin,
lore of
one of
this
the four
game.
founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
If I'm going to play horror, I
Thank you,
think
Ominous.
my heart would
Very
not
nice
be
to
able
meet you.
to take it
Pleasure was
because
all
I'm really
mine.
a scaredy cat.
Don't be a stranger.
You should
the new
really
fifth-year
watch
Slytherin
Harry
in
Potter.
here.
Actually,
Professor Weasley's
I'm a
waiting
very
for you
big
just by
Potter
the
fan.
stairs.
I really love playing Harry Potter. Watching Harry Potter, I mean. I'm a very huge fan since I was a kid, and when this game was out, I absolutely had to get it and would play it.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts.
I've been dreaming of
Are
this
you
day
also
for a
like
long
Harry
time.
Potter? Then you
Can't
must
believe I'm here.
absolutely
Well,
play
you
this game.
are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams.
Oh, you only watched
They will
4
determine
Harry
what type
Potter
of career
movies.
you can have when you leave here.
And
After
you
much
even
discussion with the
jumbled them
headmaster
and
and the
haven't watched
Department
them
of
in
Magical
succession.
Education at the
Try
Ministry,
watching it from the
we've
very
devised
first,
something
and then you'll appreciate the
extraordinary to
lore
ensure your
better.
success.
Especially if you plan to play this game soon.
Here you are.
Ah, yeah, they haven't. If I'm not mistaken, you can try watching it in iFlix.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will
He
help
looks
you to
too
keep
kind to be
track
in
of what you are
Slytherin.
learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable
Sure.
resource.
Get well soon, Salvons. Hope you get well soon.
Thank you,
Sure.
Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
To the other guys who are here,
Perhaps
good
seeing it in
evening.
action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
So we're starting a new
This
game
way.
to those who just came here. So we're going to trigger this.
I
later in
certainly
the
would have
Let's
appreciated
trigger
something like
this.
the field guide when I was a student.
We
Using the
cannot trigger
guide
it?
will also train you to be
Okay.
alert to your surroundings.
Okay, so this is the Slytherin common room. Okay. If you just
The
let me
guide will
sprint,
give you opportunities to
it's
practice your
already
magic
done.
and
Or you
educate
could
yourself
have
about
already
wizarding
reached as a
lore.
place.
Do keep up.
Oh.
Why
Revelio.
don't you cast Revelio on that statue? And
Okay. Katulog na ata si V.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Oo nga.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. All right.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and
So
is
I'm
home to an
actually
array of
choosing
shops
all
and
of the
pubs.
choices here
You
so
should be
that
able to
you
find
will
all of
be
the school
familiar
supplies
with
you
the
require
background of
in
the game.
Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
All right, thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Oh, I am.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Oh, wait. I think we can. Wait, let's try that.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
get that yet. We don't have Akio.
Revelio.
Might as well be surrounded by Jarvies.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Stupefy! Stupefy! Is that all you've got? Bombard!
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember. Levioso. Good. Well done. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick...
I do enjoy life duels.
Protego. Stupid Protego. Levioso.
Okay, Snape.
Only all my students were this adept.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Revelio.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Diba?
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
I think we'll do this last quest for now, and then I'll end the stream to rest, since I'm not really feeling well.
Revelio.
Is there something here that we can...
It was an accident! Leave me be!
Oops, so we're supposed to go up. Sorry. Alright, let's go to Charms class.
Revelio.
Let's do this as the last one, and then we're going to rest now. Shall we go up?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
This place.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Wait a bit. I think there's
Revelio.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
And then the werewolves join the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1750.
And by the end of it,
treasure. And the kato. Wow. Another one.
Revelio.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish... That's it! Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but splendid! Stay focused. Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Watch this. There we go.
Akio!
Very good!
I did not.
Here we go.
Yay! I knocked it out.
Concentrate, Natsai. Brilliant. Be sharp. Yes!
Akio!
Splendid! Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
God.
Watch this.
Watch this.
That is how it's done.
Akio!
No, no. Ah!
Not to worry.
Here we go. There we go.
Excellent control there.
Be sharp. Phew.
Akio!
Well done.
Ah. Lost.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Akio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
How big is Wagadu?
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Okay.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course. Revelio, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothes.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Alrighty. So we are done with submit quests. Let's see. I think we have already side quests starting soon. Okay, so anyway, let's manually save the game. Yeah, this one seems nice. And then let's override. Can't afford to lose a saved game. Alright. So, we're going to end the stream now. As much as I would like to continue, I'm not really feeling well. Maybe we'll continue again tomorrow. If I'm going to play this game, or probably do the Abyss of My Friend in Genshin Impact tomorrow. So anyway, thank you for watching the stream, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.